Welcome to Be TV or Not to Be TV. My name is Tina Landrum, and we're kicking off this show, number 4, with our poetry segment. This is a little bit of a seedling project for us, a spoken word experiment, and there's so much great talent in Santa Clarita Valley, not to mention all of Los Angeles County, that we've decided to let you all in on it and show off our stuff. And to begin this evening's program is a poet from our own Santa Clarita Valley. Her name is Kathleen Gumm. She's lived here for the past 8 years. Has been writing an awfully long time, way back to probably about the same time that I started with the teen years and writing in the diary. She's gotten much more serious about it in the last 3 years. She's been working with a writing workshop, publishing her work in a local publication, Vol No Magazine. Please welcome Kathleen Gumm.
Thank you. I must say, when I was asked to do this spot on the show, I had some reservations. So many people today think of poetry in terms of what it was yesterday. The poetry they were forced to read and didn't want to. The poetry that went on forever, the rhyming words, the things that they couldn't understand or relate to. And I guess that with this show, you might find that the poetry today is everyday people writing about everyday life. And people who write, people from all walks of life, they call us poets. The first poem I want to read is about the long reaches of marriage, and it's called Forever at a Glance. I saw us the other day, a long blonde girl kissing an earth-brown boy on a bus bench as the traffic went by, and 20-some years ago came back. I remember now I had just come out of Egypt. You were the new land. So the manna, the water, we laid it all down. We called it forever and all that would come. But at 18 and 24, one doesn't really know the word forever. We saw yellow hours multiplied. We saw wild ivy and summer in curls. But forever is a forest. Forever is 100 words, like growing limbs and loyalty, waiting and dark, shaded places. Roots that run deep, branches bent over, streaks of sunlight filtering in. Through the thick in the middle of this distance, and 20-some years we've come, we've learned a lot of words. This next poem is kind of an unusual poem. My husband and I took a weekend away up to the mountains. A friend loaned us a cabin, and we found that hatred is still alive in the world. And I named this Voodoo Doll. Winding white and turning curves of attic gray, we reach the borrowed house 6,000 feet up. They say it may snow tonight. We got no heat. Got to find some year-round Samaritan to help. Find a black face behind yellow lamplight, reluctant to be kind. We wonder why. Yet she comes offering her name, the use of her phone. We'll buy her a pie after a walk in the woods. Gathering wild daisies, pine boughs, and ferns for a bouquet, we stoop for acorns, see a black boy doll. Its hands, its feet, tied with yarn. Say, it's voodoo, it's evil, we leave it lying on the ground. And down the needled path I know, I gotta hide that doll, I gotta hide that hurt from the sons of that black woman's kindness, from that black woman's bearing for a lifetime, my bearing for a day. The pain of wearing a color, the pain of walking a passed-down road without end in sight. I turn back up the path, take the doll up under my hooded shawl, listen for boys' voices the color of snow. spot a rock heavy and dumb, and I lay it down under for the good of every black woman's son. Now something on a little bit lighter level. This is probably the smallest thing I've ever written. I was raised in Minnesota on lakes. For those of us who live thousands of miles away from home, this probably will say a lot to you. And it's called Home. Take me back to the lake of my youth. I've carried its pungent scent such a long, long way, and need must lay it down. Nothing could fill this hollow ache but the golden green belonging called home. This next poem is about two people that I've never met, but I saw a handful of photographs and they spoke very loudly, and it's called Touched by the Lives of Two People. The photographs are what did it, some more than others. There was the one where the children sat on a dirt floor picking lice out of their mother's hair. Another where they gathered for Sunday school in a shack made of plank wood and tree branches, singing. But the one that really got to me was the picture of the two of them, husband and wife missionaries, sitting down to dinner in their hut at a small kitchen table. It was the kind of table my mother had when she first married, an old Formica gray. The woman had put down a white tablecloth, set two candles in the center of the humble meal, as if to hold on to a bit of the beauty she had known in the States. It seemed something to be remembered. Two faces at peace, hands folded in prayer, two people in the nest of fullness with purpose and full. He had been a businessman, a large success, made the right investments, had a large home, a family. Upon retirement, they left. For the backward, the black-skinned, the wandering of heart, they left for Papua New Guinea to live among a poverty of people with what riches they had to give. It's something to be remembered. Thank you.
Hi. I want all of you to be aware of your daily actions, your daily choices, what you decide to buy, what you decide to use. This song was inspired by Tom Brown, the book The Vision. He's written what's called The Tracker, and it's called The Choosing. swallow them whole. We can press our hearts into the mother to hear the ancient love. What will be it is ours for the choosing. What will be? It is ours for the making. We can change the path of destruction to one of reverence and devotion. We can strip her naked and poison her blood to ensure the extinction of man. What will be? It is ours for the choosing. It is ours for the making. What will be? What will be?
That was Bobbie Jo Bradley. She's a local vocalist and harpist. She plays around town, musically, of course. And look for her name around the Los Angeles area. Next, we have Rhoda Novak. Rhoda is a member of the Los Angeles Poets and Writers Collective. Along with myself, we are participants in the Los Angeles area with a very vast growing number of poets and writers who put our work out there on a rather regular basis, reading and writing together. And this is an extension of the Poets and Writers Collective, taking them from our little space to the Santa Clarita Valley on a much larger level, we're hoping. So just to tell you a little bit more about Rhoda, she was born in New Jersey, grew up in Miami Beach, and she's been in Los Angeles for quite a while now. Her work has appeared in the Pennsylvania Herald Standard and The Right Stuff. She has poems and essays scheduled to appear in a new anthology from Bomb Shelter Press, which also puts out Rattle, Spillway, and On the Bus. These are publications that are centered around the Los Angeles Poets and Writers Collective. I'd like to introduce you to Rhoda Novak and her work.
Hi, my writing teachers have often told me, write like you speak and write what you're familiar with. So the first poem is a perfect example of that. My husband had 10 trips to Europe the first 12 weeks of last year, and right now is in Sweden, Paris, and London, and this is dedicated to him. It's called Husband in a Box. The paper had a great article today, Boyfriend in a Box, brought to you by the marketeer who brought us pet rocks, the low-maintenance, ever-faithful companions. The $20 Boyfriend in a Box includes phone messages on a pink pad, biographies, sensitive I'm sorry cards, signed photos, large and wallet size, and other romantic touches. You can choose one of 5 models. I want a husband in a box. Model 4, named George. The Super Deluxe model. I've registered my sizes, preferences, hobbies, styles, romantic fantasies, credit card, address and phone number. At random intervals, I'll receive Anne Lamott's book on writing, multicolored baby roses in terracotta pots, Swiss chocolate, hazelnut filled, silk green pajamas, CD psychological thrillers for my car, a peach tree planted in the front yard, a sexy message on my work voicemail, an exotic postcard wishing I were there, weekly bouquets, and special treats. I do have a husband, a genuine husband in a plane. This week he was in Phoenix on Monday, Tuesday through Friday in Amsterdam. He'll be back in time for dinner, laden with gifts and photos. Until then, I'll have fun with George. The next one is called The Blind Poet. We are all blind, some to emotion, some to logic, some to colors. The Blind Poet. 3 blind mice and 1 blind writer. I get drawn into the image of being blind. I prefer flowers and hummingbirds, fluorescent feathers. The blind writer, lying about the war, writing down the tales. It is night and I can't tell. The dark which always fills my brain doesn't warm with the sun. Burn the body by God's decree. White bones rest in velvet box. All is gray. Bright colors have gone. Tell me about fear, about shame, about loss. I don't have to close my eyes. I only see gray. Let the kingdom fall. The next one is dedicated to my exterminator, called Sea of Black. Damn, I'm so tired of ants. Ants everywhere. A wide black highway cutting a swath through my bathroom on their westward safari to my kitchen. They could teach the pharaohs something about the plagues. If I listen, I can almost hear them sing. 99 bottles of sugar on the table, 99 bottles of sugar, take one down and pass it around, 98 bottles of sugar on the table. No, I'm not paranoid. I'm just seeing black. My exterminator, the most reliable pest company, isn't. Reliable, that is. John, my service rep, was gone for a week, but they didn't tell me when I called daily. 1 whole week wading through a black battlefield of ants. I got enough exercise fighting them that I skipped the treadmill for a week. I couldn't fall asleep, so I counted ants. I could almost feel them crawling up my arm. I try not to use pesticides, so I'll go after the ants with Windex. Pools of blue Windex drowning ants. Ghastly, but to me, a delightful sight. As I brushed the survivors off my blouse, into the toilet, and buried them at sea, I felt in control. Only for a moment, but I savored the feeling. No longer subservient to crawly creatures, I am Rhoda, queen of the jungle. The next piece is dedicated to my father-in-law, who was very active in electronics and actually belonged to the Tesla Society and prompted my husband and his sister to become physicists, as I am also. The piece is called Papa. My mind wanders in and out. I am like a bouncing ball, pink rubber, falling down the hallway steps. That's how we exercised the dog in our first apartment, electrocuted. Ran down the stairwell, fetched the ball I threw over the edge. Puppy ran under the bed, bit the electric cord. Tesla coil experiments, raw electricity. The ones my husband and daughter did with Grandpa John. They love to learn with him. I learn on my own, except in school pipe, where the mind wanders in and out, where everybody falls down the hallway steps going over the edge.
Modern cavemen. Isn't it great that we are sophisticated? We have paint cans to apply our superstitious graffiti instead of having to hammer and chisel on stone walls like our primitive ancestors did. We're so above those savage cave people. We have guns to pierce our ears instead of using bones. We have chemically treated paint to go on our faces instead of clay and mud. We're so advanced. We also have psychologists, psychiatrists, and sociologists to unravel the complex net of advanced problems we have. Aren't we lucky? We have other people butcher our meat for us to keep us from being so animal-like. We shave the hair off our mammalian bodies to prove we are modern. When our tribes fight each other, we can press buttons and do it the clean way. The miracles of science have enabled us to last longer and live faster. Why, sometimes I have a couple of hours a week to do nothing but sit around and worry about wasted time. Those backwards cave people didn't accomplish anything, just sleeping and hunting and eating, in tune with nature. They didn't even have a way to tell time. I'll bet my children are going to be happier than that.
There's a spot in our valley as you drive up Bouquet Canyon and make a right on Vasquez Canyon Road. Up near the top of that, there's a turnoff to a very flat mesa, kind of mysterious place as I was growing up. And a young man was killed up there many years ago. And as I used to sit up there and write poetry, I had an idea of what may have happened. And this is called Mystery Mesa. Airplane skin still litters the mesa's steep thighs. A young pilot caressed her too sweetly. She took him. Even now in the late blue afternoon, another one purrs above the sleeping plane. He circles her slowly, as though art in a museum. I can hear praises under the engine. I believe I can feel his eyes water. Don't do it, I whisper. Don't get too close. But he drops another 100 feet to smell her hair, soft with tumbleweeds. Then I hear it. Orchestral magic. The traveling breeze laces her ankles, soft with mustard flowers. Follows the coyote's gait round sandy curves, fragrant mineral oils, mimics the rock in stride. In finale, a cooing of that wind across her stretching shoulder. As the setting sun burned sagebrush on a western canyon, the pilot cut his engine and melted from my view. I hear the beat of crow's wings now, nothing more.
It's called Slow Down Your Heart.